Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. Life unfolds with grace and ease, endless possibilities. They're everywhere, they've always been, when I choose to let them in. Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. I've outgrown those smaller dreams, the way they used to limit me. I make the space, invite love in, magic fills my life again. There's something bigger calling me to follow where my passion leads. I trust that love don't need to know. I dance into the great unknown. Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. I'm finally free. You know I'm finally free, oh blessed be.
All right.
All right. Well, good morning again.
Good morning.
See, I'm on here.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, okay. Well, we had a day off last week. But we're back.
Good.
We're back. So, this is the season of Advent. It began last week. The word Advent means coming or an arrival, the arrival. So, traditionally, we focus, the season of Advent is usually focused on a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. But we go beyond that. This is a time to prepare our minds and our hearts for deeper awareness of the idea of the awakening that takes place within each of us, and it surpasses anything on this earth plane, any physicality. A lot of people talk about the birth occurring in us, but I like to think of that birth occurred eons ago. And what is happening in me now, as I learn truth, is an awakening of that spirit that is within me. So last Sunday, the first Sunday of Advent, a candle was lit, or people all over the world lit candles for hope and faith. Hope and faith. That's the first Sunday of Advent, is a celebration of hope and faith. So, at the heart of hope is belief. And I want to read you something that I found from this year's Daily Word. And it's the first Sunday's reading, and I want to make sure that we hear that and understand that. And it says, inspired by hope and assured by faith, I begin my Advent journey. And as Advent begins, I welcome the opportunity to reflect more deeply on what I hope for and what I affirm for in my life. Hope is a seed, a possibility. My divine faculty of imagination allows that seed of hope to sprout. Nurtured by faith, the seed takes root and grows from I hope to believe. I may have once hoped that God would help me, and I'm sure we've all had that prayer at some point in time in our life. Please help me. Yeah. I may have once hoped God would help me. Now I have faith that through the Christ within, I can help myself. I may have once hoped for the life of my dreams, and now I have faith I can create the life I want through the power of my feelings and thoughts. Think of the magnitude of that statement. What is it you're desiring? Through the power of hope and faith, you can manifest. But we always have that little bit of doubt back in our minds, don't we? Yeah. Well, maybe it's just me. Yeah, so I believe I mindfully use these words at the start of my Advent journey and beyond. You see, if we affirm, I believe, we dig deeper into that pocket of faith that is within us. So the scripture for this was, to them God chose to make known how great among the Gentiles are the riches and the glory of this mystery, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. And that's what brought me into Unity. I was at a memorial service, and the only thing that penetrated through my wallowing was the words, Christ in you, your hope of glory. So I came to the Unity Church that the minister was that was doing the eulogy was from, and I began to learn about that Christ that is within me. So in lighting the candle for hope and for faith, I want to ask you a question. What is it you believe in? You know, belief is a choice. Belief is a choice, and what we believe we store deep within I call it the storage bin. We store it in that subconscious realm of our minds. And when things occur, and you say, where did that thought come from? Oh, it came from deep within, in that belief system that you built up. So, do you believe in possibility or do you believe in limitation? Don't raise your hand. We don't want to give anyone away in here. What is it you believe? Do you believe in prosperity or lack? Do you believe in health? This is the big one. Do you believe in health or sickness? We're not talking about appearances. We're talking about the deep underlying support of your belief system. What is your deepest desire? What do you hope for this Christmas season and even beyond this Christmas season? Is it peace? Is it healing? Is it well-being for our nation? Is it prosperity for our church? What is your deepest desire? Is it for family and friends to be lifted up to that high frequency of the Christ? You were given a little purple sheet of paper this morning, and I don't want you to do it right now. I want you to go through the service and kind of think about this, and we're going to go into a meditation, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to write on your piece of paper. So what we're going to do is, what is your desire for the rest of the year, for next year? What is your hope? Where are you placing your faith? What do you want to see rise to the top? As I said, hope is a belief. Hope is a belief. And I think I've said this before. Hope is where of our human self we usually start. And when you get that hope and you're holding on to it, you begin to develop a belief. And that belief turns to faith that will carry you the rest of the way. The rest of the way. So we're going to add to this. As you see here, we have 4 candles. We're going to add each week. There are 4 Sundays to the season of Advent, to the season of anticipating the awakening occurring within you. We're going to light a candle this week for peace. Peace is an active ingredient that's needed to support all these attributes that we're going to go through over the next few weeks. If you're always up in arms or fear or in busyness, you need to settle into peace. Peace is deep within us. It's always there. You ever say, oh, I wish I just had some peace? Turn within to that spirit within you. Take that deep breath and settle into your habitation of peace. That's what Bethlehem represents, the journey to Bethlehem. Bethlehem represents the habitation of peace. And we can go there anytime, any place, anywhere. We can turn to that peace that is within us. So I'm going to light a candle for peace. And as we look at the light, we see that Christ's light is in the center, because the Christ light is our stability. The Christ light, everything springs forth from the light of the Christ. We have hope and faith, and now we've added peace. Not just any peace, but when we live from the Christ within, we begin to realize a calm that's always with us. No matter what you may be going through, the peace that passeth all understanding, turn to it, and you will find comfort. Have you ever experienced peace in the midst of a storm? If you haven't, take a moment when you're going through a crisis or when you're going through an experience. Take a moment, take a deep breath, center yourself within. And I always like to think of the woman touching the hem of Jesus' garment. I touch that inner peace. And I know that all is well. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, from a book, Jesus Christ Heals, he says, when you refuse to let worry, anxiety, or distractions act in your mind, you gradually establish an inner quietness that finally merges into great peace. That is the peace of God. That's how you experience the peace of God. Take a stand on those things. Refuse to let those thoughts enter in. How do we do that? Take a deep breath and take that journey within. As usual, we have work to do, don't we? We have work to do to prepare ourselves to feel and know that the same Christ presence that Jesus lived and taught is in us. Each day is a step into our journey of peace. And like the wise men, we follow the light on our journey to that place of peace deep within us, that space that is never depleted of anything. And when we become aware of the peace within, we become peacemakers. And we know Scripture tells us, blessed are the peacemakers, because you can go and take a stand in peace and calm the waters of any experience that may be occurring in your life. I want to give you something that I read from an Advent booklet, a 2019 Advent booklet. And this was by Kelly Isola. And I love this, this for peace. She says, the root of the Hebrew word for peace, shalom, means whole, complete. Whole and complete. When we turn within and center ourselves in peace, we're centering ourselves in that space that's sacred, that's whole, that's complete. And it says, oh, I lost my place here. Here we go. The root of the Hebrew word for peace, shalom, means whole, complete, sound, and points to peace within oneself as well as peace with all life. Think of peace like warm syrup when you pour it over pancakes. You can see it slowly spreading and sweetening everything it touches. In that same way, peace begins with one person and spreads, and then it is returned in kind. When we are connected to our wholeness, we become peace on earth. We become the ripe, sweet presence of peace, waiting to be tasted and embraced by those hungering for it. Yes. You see, peace does not always mean being in a place where there is no turmoil, where there is no trouble or no noise. And still feeling the serenity that is always in your heart, because you know everything is working together for your good. And that's why we retreat to that place of peace deep within us, to get us centered. Often in error thinking, we attach peace to something outside of us, don't we? Oh, if he would just be quiet, I would have some peace. Yeah. But peace is your inheritance. It is of spirit. But if you haven't taken time to grow in awareness of all the power that is within you, you will feel like you're lacking. So take some time. I can tell you about peace all day up here. But if you don't take time to take that inward journey, to experience it, to feel it, then it's all for naught. All for naught. So we celebrate this Sunday. We celebrate peace. And last Sunday we celebrated hope and faith. And we're going to bring all these attributes together and experience the awakening deep within our souls. So let's prepare ourselves. We want to prepare ourselves to turn within, to experience that peace, to settle in, to take that deep breath, to know. The psalmist said, be still and know. And know what? Be still and know that I am God. That spirit resides within you. And we touch it through the stillness of our meditation and our prayers. So let's affirm first, to get us in the mood, let's affirm the prayer given to us by Jesus Christ together. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. And so we settle into this moment right here, right now. Take a deep breath and release it. Feeling the flow of peace move from your head down into your whole being. Peace is ours. It's available every moment of every day. So breathing in and breathing out, let's move deep within where we feed upon divine ideas which enrich our lives. Inner peace is what we feel when our mind, body, and heart and soul are at rest. So instead of striving to control or resist ourselves and others, we let go and feel a sense of profound acceptance, forgiveness, love, and compassion. Just as at the eye of the hurricane there is stillness, so in the midst of confusion or distress there is inner stillness, the secret place of the Most High. And guess what? You can have peace anytime, any place, anywhere, any moment. Right now, for God's peace is within you. Choose to believe. We have choices in life. Choose to believe it is within you. Truly, the only peace you will ever experience is a peace that comes from experiencing God. So take a deep breath. Know that the peace you feel is beginning, and the peace you feel will produce results. And through the Christ within, the perfect peace that passeth all understanding is with us now and always. So take a moment, just breathe in and breathe out. Feel the peace within. We've made that journey from the head to the heart. Breathing in and breathing out, settling for just a moment in perfect peace. Jesus Christ said, "My peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world gives, I give unto you." And we are grateful. And we breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace. Dear God, we're so grateful this morning. We're grateful that we know you. We're grateful that we know to make that inward journey, to touch the hem, and to be whole, complete, and free. So for this and all things, we say, thank you, God. I have this affirmation. It's in your insert. And it's, I breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace. Taking a deep breath, affirm that with me. I breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace. And now think of someone you want to share this with. Visualize them right in front of you, right in the midst of us. And let's affirm this for them. You breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace. And as a sense of community, all those you can crowd right here, right in front of you, bringing them up one by one in your mind. And let's affirm this as a sense of community together. We breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace. And as the music continues to play softly, I want you to take your piece of paper, if you haven't wrote on it yet. What is your hope? What is your desire for this Christmas season and beyond? We'll be soon embarking on a brand new year. What is it you would like to see materialize? Just to name a few, peace on earth. Empathy for everyone. Love for the universe and our church community. Wholeness in our minds and our bodies. And the minds and bodies of those around us. Downstairs, what I'm calling the tree of hope. We're going to fold these and we're going to hang them on the tree of hope for you. If you just take your piece of paper and fold it in half, and I'm going to have someone collect them. Sarah, let's have some music. When the world just around I and I remember what my
when I feel my back's against the wall, and I hear a voice say fight, but I refuse to call. 'Cause as your child I seek behind the road, and I know you'll always be there if I fall. The part of me that is you knows only help and coldness. The part of me that is you knows only love and joy. The part of me that is you is divine and ageless, like a compass pointing to a north that's true. I bless the part of me that is you. You are the source of who I am. I am a child of light. When my self-respect is fading fast, and I am frozen in the present, haunted by the past, I look in the mirror and I see your face, and I'm reminded what my heart already has. The part of me that is you knows only help and coldness. The part of me that is you knows only love and joy. The part of me that is you is divine and ageless, like a compass pointing to a north that's true. I bless the part of me that is you. That is you. That is you.
Beautiful song.
It was, that's pretty.
Right, and that's a beautiful message too. The part of me that is you.
Amen.
Yes, this is a part of our service where we get to share with this ministry by giving of our love offerings. And so we take them in our hands. We've been so blessed here at Unity Church of Life. And we want to keep that flow going. So we take them, our gifts in our hands, and let's affirm our prosperity prayer together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
And so it is.
Yes, 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 yes. I wonder, now, well, first of all, look at our chapel. Isn't it beautiful? I want to thank those who came out Saturday, Renee and Terry and Sarah and Liz. I don't want to leave anybody out. I think I got everybody. And Charlene too, so it looks beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So thank you for that, creating our atmosphere this morning. We have some birthdays. Woohoo! This is, are any of them in the room? Marcia Schulte. Okay. Oh no, that was in November. We only had one, and she's not here. Denise Bardwell, for those of you who may remember her. We have an anniversary coming up in a couple of days. Wayne and Karen Zimmerman.
60th.
Whoa!
Would you like to divulge how many years?
60.
60.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Wow.
I like
What did you
That's very, very good.
it. Congrats, Karen.
Congratulations on that.
60 years.
In the announcements, if you're interested in becoming a member, just text, call, or see me, and we can make the arrangements for the new member class. The Love and Action team, we're going to have a meeting today, lower level, probably in the back of Fellowship Hall. So if you're involved in that, grab you something to munch on and come back and join the meeting. Christmas in the Kitchen, I just want to remind you of that. Mitzi and Celtic Rain, that's Tuesday, December the 10th, and I am going, so if someone wants to jump in there with me, I think tickets are $25. All their proceeds go to charity, so if you want to join in with that, this is their 20th year.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long time. There's a bigger flyer on the bulletin. Walking the Talk, we're coming up on that. I don't know about you, but the way that December came in, I'm kind of off on Sundays, so Walk the Talk is next week, December 15th, 9 o'clock. Prayer chaplain dedication, we're going to have that Sunday, December 15th at 10:30. So come celebrate with the prayer chaplains. This is a special moment for them. They go through, about 20 hours of training, and then they come together and say yes for serving you in the upcoming year. So do come and join us in that. Movie night is going to be a very special presentation. This movie is very inspirational. It's called The Forge, and movie night will be on Friday, December 20th, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30. And I'm telling you, you won't want to miss this movie. It's very, very good. And it'll be right here in Fellowship Hall. I don't think yes, I did forget something. We have poinsettias. We didn't put them in the bulletins, but we have some back on the table there. We're committed to 20 this year. We may be able to get more if you want to order more, but I would say if you're interested in purchasing a poinsettia, whether you have the money today or have it next week, you want to fill out this form. If you don't have your money today, please be sure and put an IOU so we can keep track of what we got. Yeah. You can just fold it up in this form, or either give it to me. You can give it to me. You can get these and make them in memory of or in celebration of. Just fill it out, put the number of plants you want, and the money for each of those plants. Now, it's going to look so different in here on December 22nd, because the poinsettias will line the stage here, and it's always beautiful. And guess what? You get to take them home after service. So if you want to be involved in that, we have them out on the table there. I also want to remind you of the quilt raffle. down on the table, we'll have some tickets there, and if you've taken tickets and sold them, you can turn in your monies to me, and we'll see that Christine adds them to our total. So, quilt raffle, these are downstairs. I would, if I were you, I would get in on that, because it's a beautiful, beautiful quilt. And take some, sell them to your relatives, to your friends. So the quilt raffle is a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser, so I think I've covered everything here. And in light of that, let's make our circle.